After that epic battle with the Crazed Reds, it took us a long time to return home. Most of our team was destroyed along with their spaceships. Survivors gathered at our large universal space station and headed home to Earth. We were shocked that the entire Earth was scorched. All life on the surface of the Earth was destroyed. We gathered at the command post of our station and thought for a long time that we had nowhere to return. One of our guys came up with the idea that we could try to find life underwater in the ocean over which we were located. One of the ideas was to search for the lost Atlantis. There were many legends about Atlantis, but no one had previously found real evidence of that legend. Our space station has been adapted for diving, but none of us splashed down in real conditions. We went down under the water, surprisingly successfully. Some of our smaller drone ships separated from us. We began to explore the underwater space, admire the preserved splendor of the cradle of all previously living humanity. Gradually descending deeper, we met biomechanical mutants. These were the descendants of genetically modified unsuccessful specimens of fauna developed by our once prosperous civilization. We sank deeper and deeper. Our radars and echo sonars began to record strange sounds and magnetic fluctuations. We were surrounded by, red hot balls, which seemed to begin to show us the way. The balls lined up in strange shapes. They looked like a sea fire line for submarines. We began to follow strictly this path. Our stations were constantly sending out a signal in the hope of hearing or seeing some sign. The beauty of the balls was mesmerizing. At some point, our radars detected that the balls were communicating with each other. But we didn't understand what they wanted to tell us. We have a version that the balls are somehow connected with the souls of once living people. But this, of course, looked utopian. Why not, though? The landscape gradually changed. We no longer observed mutated fish and reptile, only hot balls and glowing broken cables and wires. Having examined the plexus of cables in detail, our commander suggested that it all resembles DNA helixes. We began to receive the same information from our neighboring drone ships. Oh, miracle! We see some ruins and underwater tunnels. As we navigated through the tunnels and explored every corner of the underwater world, we were happy to confirm that the legend of Atlantis is real. We began to see fragments of once beautiful buildings more and more often, and they were more intact. There was no limit to our joy, but then something strange began. Our radars began to detect the movement of giant unidentified objects in our direction. They were rapidly approaching us, and anomalous magnetic pulses suppressed communication with our drones. due to a strong electromagnetic pulse, we were de-energized. The devices went out. The connection was interrupted.